queens, hey kings, welcome back to the Shani Shafai Show. Yes, we're back with another episode. I'm your host, Shani Shafai, and I brought Bae back here.
Hey kings, hey queens.
So you guys are going to notice a lot of changes with the Shani Shafai Show, starting with this video. So let's just get right into it. We're going to do something a little different where we talk about just hot topics, stuff that's going on, stuff that's going on with our generation and everything that's affecting us right now. So you all know it's graduation season, and yes, a lot of people are graduating. All of the spring 2018 graduates, congratulations to you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing life.
Y'all was looking very beautiful, I ain't even gonna lie.
Not everybody has that job just waiting for them after college. I felt like I should have been doing internships. There were so many ways I could have really set myself up to really have a job coming straight out of college, but I didn't do that. And I feel like a lot of people are probably in my situation where, you know, they don't really know exactly what they're doing. Even though you spend 4 years in college, it doesn't mean that automatically you have your career set in your mind, you know. So I kind of just want to talk about that because I feel like as creatives, not to say that college isn't needed. Of course, there's so much that you can gain from college. I learned a lot. I met so many people. I feel like most of what I really needed in college wasn't even dealing with my degree. It was really joining organizations, dealing with people, figuring out how to plan events, and just that whole atmosphere is what I really need to gain from college. Going to school and going to my classes, I felt like I didn't really learn anything in film theory. So yeah, it was just classes, not so much. It was more the college experience that I needed to gain and grow as a person. But what I wanted to really talk about is it needed? Do you need to go to college? Is it a necessity?
Yeah, so like there's some things that you can go to college for that you really do necessarily need a degree for, like law and doctor and, you know, medical, the whole, you know, that type of stuff. But if it's mainly like on some entrepreneur stuff, like I learned a lot more basically on my own about music. And I know that school, you know, they'll probably like sharpen my skills and give me like a few things that could, you know, help me in the long run. But I feel like as long as you like study and, you know, really hone in on your craft, you don't really need like college like that. First of all, a lot of people are in debt because of college and not even pursuing the things that they really want to pursue. So it's like a lose-lose situation, you know? So it's not guaranteed, you know? So with me, I can say for myself that, okay, I didn't go to college for music. I'm a music producer and I love making music. That's like my passion. I've been doing this since I was 12. And I really started taking it serious not too long ago, like 2 years ago. And that's when I really started to progress because I went on YouTube and I went to different studios and collaborated with different producers, and they showed me this and showed me that, you know. And I feel like it's way more hands-on than just going to school and the teacher just saying, here, do this. Here, this is this. You know, not knocking school. I'm not knocking anybody that goes to school. But for me personally, I don't think that it's completely necessary, like you have to go to school after you get out of high school. It's not, you know. So in your case, how do you feel about, you know, going to school for 4 years, getting into your field of, you know, film, and, you know, do you feel like it's beneficial?
I felt like
has been beneficial. I'm sorry.
I felt like it was beneficial. Like I was saying before, it was definitely beneficial as far as me meeting people and stuff like that. And I definitely missed the college atmosphere. But the thing that I'm doing now, my talk show, the stuff that's really advancing me as far as getting better in front of the camera, learning about editing, all of that is coming from after college. I wasn't really doing that while I was in college. And I had some classes, like I had a film production class where we had to do like short films and stuff like that, but it didn't really get into what I actually wanted to do. I felt like in order for me to get that experience, I would have had to be, you know, going to OWL TV and stuff like that and volunteering and doing stuff like that. But I feel like I kind of missed out on that because that wasn't really my main focus. Not to say I was in college playing around, because I wasn't. I was more in my books and stuff like that, or worried about my classes. But I felt like what I should have been focused on was going out and volunteering and getting that kind of hands-on experience that I needed. I didn't spend as much time as I should have trying to go and be involved with OWL TV. There's like that's a news station or like a TV station that was on campus at FAU. So if I wanted to be in front of the camera and get experience, I could have did that. But that's not something that my professors told me. Oh, if you want to be in TV, make sure you go down to OWL TV and you're getting that kind of hands-on experience. I thought what I would be learning in college from my classes was what I would actually be using, which was completely wrong. I feel like if you want to do something like that, you really have to reach out and find those resources on your own. It's not something that the college kind of like walks you through. And I don't know if it's just because I went to a PWI or anything like that.
What's PWI?
Predominantly white institution. So if I maybe went to a HBCU, I don't know how that is, but sometimes I kind of feel like they really encourage you to do certain things.
Yeah. So like, okay, with people that go to school and, you know, they graduate with their degrees in their field, either you really gonna progress in your field or you're not gonna see any results at all. And I love like to see the people that's now like, I'm a lawyer and I'm doing this, like they're really like striving from their field. I love to see that. But I just hate to hear how people just graduate and don't really like, you know, get into the field of what they really went to school for. You know, that's the most mind-boggling thing to me. Like, it's crazy. But
I feel like it's because you go to school, right? You get your degree. Sometimes I think the biggest mistake that people have is moving back home after they graduate, because if you don't have it set up to the point where you have that job in your field right after college, if you go home and you kind of get comfortable because you're back in your home environment, you're with your family, you're like, all right, you know, I don't have this job right away. It's hard out here to get jobs, honestly, in your field. So, of course, you're going to try to just get income how you can. You're going to go and just get this regular whatever job. And sometimes people get stuck in that. And that's how you get in that kind of situation where you went to school for 4 years. You had this, you know, major that you were so passionate about, but then you went home. It was hard to find a job. You just got a job to have income and, you know, support yourself. And then you kind of forget about your dreams. So I think it's so important to understand that if you are graduating now, it's going to happen. You're not alone. You're not the only person that graduated and didn't have a plan, you know, as soon as you went back home or as soon as you went wherever. Sometimes a lot of people honestly still don't know what they're going to do after they get their bachelor's degree. So I don't want you guys to feel discouraged at all. If you have something that you're really passionate about, find a way to do it on the side. I have a regular 9-to-5, but that's not where my heart lies. I'm still doing my show. I'm still getting the experience that I need as far as like being on camera, editing my own stuff, like creating. I'm constantly trying to create. So it keeps me in the mindset of, Shania, this isn't where you're going to end up. You know, I'm trying to get somewhere with something. So I want you guys to always push towards what your dream is or what your passion is. It doesn't end here. It's okay if you have to go home and you have to get a 9-to-5 to support yourself. Just make sure you're doing something, even if it's small. Make sure you're doing something to make sure you have your mind on your dream at all times. Do not give up on it.
Yeah, because look at me. I'm on the Shani Shafai talk show. Like, I'm honored to be here because I've seen you grow so much. Just to sit back and see the progression of, you know, you not being in a real space of creating to just starting to just have a whole movement. It's just like, man, I love it. And it shows that it didn't even take a degree for you to have that mindset. You've gained following. You've gained people that actually mess with your content off of the strength of you, not off of the strength of, oh, because I got a degree. You know what I'm saying? So for the people that's actually out here trying to be an entrepreneur, always strive and always, you know, have this in your mindset that you can own your own business and you can be your own boss. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's a lot of people that's out here that's really making statements with their movement, with their brands, and young with it too. So just strive, man. Like, she has her talk show. I'm a music producer. I make my music, but we doing this off of the strength of us. I didn't go to college for this, you know? And I can say that I'm in the best space I've ever been when it comes to the music, you know? So shout out to everybody who's out there with that entrepreneur mindset. I hope you strive and succeed in your field, and never let nobody tell you can't do nothing, man. Let's get it. It's our time now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's our time to win. It's our time to shine. Let's get it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Shani Shafai Show. Yes, we are coming back with more content. Yes, like I said, we are switching it up. Okay, the Shani Shafai Show is expanding, and the Shani Shafai Show is expanding, and I'm changing a lot of things about our episodes. I know those 30-minute interviews, they were so long. So I'm trying to, just think of ways to make it a little bit easier for you guys to watch the content, because, we work hard. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me with another video. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Shani Shafai Show. I'm on Twitter as well at Shani Shafai Show. Make sure you guys comment on this video, anything that you heard that you want to comment on, that you want to add your input on. Make sure you comment that down below. Like this video if you actually like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Welcome. I would love to have you as a Shaybae. Shout out your Instagram.
Well, if you want to check out my music and check me out personally, it's at Kilo Keem, KEYLOWKEEM. You can go follow me. That's on all social platforms.